everybody, welcome back to another video with Elect Your Soul. If you're new to my channel, I'm a psychic medium, a spiritual life coach, and just a spiritual bitch putting everybody on alongside a whole lot of other things. But besides that, my love, what we are going to be talking about today is how to manifest more time. Okay, so obviously we are all very busy people because we're all so successful. The manifested success that we've got going on, we know that we got our schedules very full. Okay, at least I know I do shit, and I know that you do too, because we're all equally successful, period. But upon us being so successful and being so busy, it can also feel very easy to feel like we're losing time, right? Of course, we never are. I don't even believe in time in the first place, but of course it is a construct that we are experiencing within the 3D, you know, societal views and all this stuff, right? So upon us experiencing what it is to have time in our lifetime, you know, to experience what it is to have hours, minutes, time go on by, we want to feel like we can make use of all the time that we got, number one. But number two, we want to feel like we really do have enough time to, one, do everything that we want to do, to two, get everything accomplished that we want to get accomplished, to three, be able to do whatever at whatever pace that we want to, all that good stuff you already know. We deserve to feel like our time is limitless in every way, shape, and form, because it definitely is. We are allowed to have as much time as we want to have. We're allowed to do whatever we want to do at the time, at the pace, at the whatever that we want to, that we feel the most comfortable with. But that comes with us understanding that we do have more than enough time to accomplish all of the wonderful things that we want to do, to have what we want to have, to go where we want to go, and all this other stuff. Because as human beings, you know, of course with gods, because we are gods, period, it can feel very limiting in the way where we feel like, okay, there's not enough time though. There's not enough time for us to do everything that we want to do. There's a whole lifetime that I want to live, yada yada. Okay, first, before we even begin with this video, I want you all to understand you have more than enough time to get everything accomplished. I just want to say this up front, because I want you guys to go into the video knowing this, remembering this, so that when you manifest more time, it feels as though it is very believable to you. Because of course, you know that there is always time, but we're going to be manifesting more of that for ourselves, because we understand that there is more than enough time for everything that we want to accomplish. There's no rush. I promise you guys, there is no rush. I know that often it can feel also very easy to feel as though we have to be rushing all the time, and I can tell you guys that as well, as someone who is very, very, very busy. Oh my goodness, I'm a Capricorn. You already knew this, but I'm a very, 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 very busy person. I am always doing something. And I know that I'm implementing that right now by stating it so firmly, but I am a busy person and I enjoy it. I like to be busy because I enjoy what I do. But I want you guys to understand that just as much as I am busy, I also have a lot of free time because I manifest a lot of free time. And as someone who has also manifested never having time, I'm always in a rush. There's not enough time to do everything I want to do. Whatever else, you know, I can tell you guys that this is definitely something that does matter very much, where you taking it upon yourself to consciously manifest more time into your reality, where you get to live your life, do whatever it is that you want to do throughout the day, you know, whatever makes you the happiest, okay? Anything that you've stated to yourself that you feel like you don't have enough time for, it's time to rewrite that, all right? So with that being said, let's get started with the video right now so that we can get to talking about manifesting more time, okay? Because we're not rushed individuals. We are a masterpiece. Masterpieces that take time to do what we want to do, to be as serene as we want to be, to feel like we have all the time in the world, because we do, all right? And so with that being said, just like I was stating before, manifesting more time is all about your perception of the time that you got going on, of course. If you always feel like you can't do what you want to do, there's never any time left, time goes by so fast, that's one I don't like to hear. If I'm being real, I don't know. I don't mind hearing it, I just don't prefer to have it apply within my reality, you know? Time goes by so fast, where did the day go? Where did the years go by or whatever? Like, absolutely not, okay? We're not gonna feed that either, because as much as time goes on and the years go on or whatever else, it's not, you know, it's just not something that we're supposed to be watching the clock for, okay? So yes, like I was also stating, I'm a very busy person, okay? I got a lot of things to do. I got a whole world to save, and upon me saving the world, you know, it can feel very easy to lose sight of the fact that I actually do have a whole lot of time. So I will tell you guys that from my own personal experience, yes, there was a time where I was consciously, because I was so stressed out, I was manifesting less time and more stress, busier days, less time to enjoy myself, the days going by quicker, weeks flashing by, the month is gone, all that stuff, unintentionally. Yes, consciously, but unintentionally, in the way where I knew that I was doing it, but I didn't want to, you know? I still knew what I was doing, yes, but I didn't want to. And upon me realizing that I didn't want to do that anymore to myself, to hurt myself by claiming I never have time, I never have time, I never have time. That is exactly how you manifest less time. What I decided to do was to flip the script, and I said, you know what? I do have time. I have so much time. There's so much time for me to spare, to take advantage of, to live in. I have all this time in the world. I have so much time. I have so much time. There's no reason for me to be freaking out as much as I am. There will always be time for me. There will always be time for everything that I want to do. There will always be time, period. And I really had to remind myself of this because, you know, I used to be on this flow a few years ago. Of course, most of my life actually. It was just more of when I started to get stressed out that I started to feel like I don't have time. But I've known that over the last few years, the only thing that I've ever really not noticed, but taken into consideration is that within all those years, I've purposely chosen, and that was always a choice, even since middle school, high school, I always chose to sit there and to remind myself that I have all the time in the world to do everything that I want to do. I can have this, I can have that, I can have this and that, whatever, it's gonna come and it's gonna be fine, and it is already here and it's already manifested, and the only thing that I need to do is to just live, all that stuff. I understood that all those assumptions that I was making about me having all this time was actually making more time for me. And during that time where I was freaking out, flipping out, I don't have time, I don't have this, I don't have that, I was manifesting less time and more stress. And yes, like I said, I consciously knew this. I didn't want it, but I knew that it was happening until I relearned, relearning what I knew before. Despite all the stress that may have been occurring, which of course it does not even happen, I've manifested the stress away, all that. It's all done, okay? The limiting shit's out the window. But upon me experiencing all this stress, I don't have to sit here and be stressed. I don't have to sit here and feel like I have no time. I can easily choose to have as much time as I want to by simply stating that I do have time and then watching that manifest itself. I want you guys to understand that manifesting time is deadass just a perception change. Just change your perception to understand that, wait, I do actually have the time in the world that I need to have in order for me to have all these things. I can do it all. I can be it all. I have the time to do it and to be it all. Oh my goodness, you know? Because it's not about you sitting there and trying to calculate how the time is going to be written out for me to too much, okay? That's way too much going on. That is not the important thing. The important thing is understanding that you claiming that you have enough time, whether it be through affirmations, amping yourself up to feeling confident in this, where you're telling yourself, I do have enough time, I do have enough time, or whether it states, you just know I got enough time, scripting it, I always have enough time, more than enough time to do everything that I want to do, sats, visualizing yourself having enough time. I don't care what it is, what you do, what the tea is, whatever. What I care about though is the fact that you're implementing yourself into an area of understanding that I do have enough time. Like I was stating before, there's more than enough time in this world for me to get everything done, and there's more than enough time for me to manifest all that I will when I want that stuff, when whatever comes, when it does. I have time, period. Okay? No more emphasizing how, oh my god, I'm so stressed, there's never enough time, oh my god, because I know that feeling as well. Okay? Trust me, I entirely understand that feeling where it's like, oh my god, I don't have enough time though. The time is going by so fast, the days, the weeks, but it's not, you know? It's only going by fast when you're watching the clock. No, actually that's the opposite. It goes by really slow when you're watching the clock. But in this point of view, I feel like it's a similar thing where you're watching the clock, but it's in a state of urgency. You know what I'm trying to say? Because when you're sitting in a classroom and you're watching the clock, of course it goes by really slow because that's what you want, right? That's what a lot of people believe, that if they want it, of course they're not gonna have it, right? But in this case, it's like, oh my god, I want more time watching the clock, and then the time just goes by because you're focusing so hard on how time is going by so fast for you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Of course y'all get it, but it's just all about the perception that you got going on here. You know, you gotta be someone who, just as much as you perceive everything to work in your highest favor, which I know that you do because that is exactly what this life is, everything working in your favor, everything here to bless you, to help you, it's a perception that you give. You've got to do the same thing for your time, okay? Instead of you seeing time as something that it goes by too fast and there's never enough time, I'm not gonna repeat these limiting beliefs to you, y'all already know. As easy as it was for you to believe that, you need to understand that you switching the perception, the perspective on how much time you actually have is going to manifest more time naturally speaking. And believe me, it will be very, very, very natural. It is unbelievable. I mean, this is anything within the law. If you manifest anything with the law of assumption, it all just comes so naturally. Whether it's you manifesting an SP, somehow that SP ends up texting you, hitting you up, and it's supernatural. It's not like they fell out the sky and landed on your bed. I mean, shit. But like, you know what I'm trying to say? It just happens very naturally. It's not a huge shock or anything. It just happens. So the same thing with time. You better believe that you are naturally going to find more and more and more time to do everything that you want to do, because everything ends up manifesting itself for you because you're perceiving things a certain way. way. If you're perceiving yourself to be somebody who is always free flowing, free going, so much time, so much whatever, believe me when I say that will manifest for you, and you won't have to worry about what you got to stop doing in order to have more time. What do I have to put on the back burner in order for me to have more time? I'll just reschedule my hair appointment when I have more time, babe. Like, live your best life, please. Continue doing what you want to do. Continue living how you want to live. Continue your normal schedule as followed. I don't care what you do. The only thing that I care is that as you're doing all these things, following your normal routine and living your best life, is that you're not counting down the hours, you're not counting down time, you're not paying attention too much to the clock, thinking to yourself, I never have time, okay? You're manifesting less time that way. And I'm telling you that as well as someone who used to do the same. Believe me, there were some points in my life where even I wanted to say, I never have time. And I used to say that sometimes, and what would that do? It would manifest less and less and less time. But even with that, that is a very simple thing to do. All you gotta do is just change your perception. No more lack. It's all fulfilled here. There's so much time. There's so much of everything that I want to do, I want to have, I want to be. I have the time to do it. I can do this because I have so much time to do this. Time is on my side. Time is working with me. Everything is happening at its perfect time because I am my own divine timing. You get me? You are number one, your top priority. You are on top. And you understand you have all the time in the world because you have chosen to manifest that for yourself through your beliefs of the fact that, yeah, actually, I do have a minute or two to spare. Yeah, I can actually put down this notebook and stop studying for a second so that I can go quickly watch this scene that my sister's watching right now. You know, shit like that. Like, never assume the worst out of your situation where there is no time. Of course there is time. There will always be time for you. This universe is you. You call the shots in every way, shape, and form. You make it all happen the way that you want it to. But you gotta make it happen the way that you wanted to, and to stop focusing so much on how you don't have time, because believe me when I say you absolutely do have time and you always will. All right? Alright then, I want you guys to take this with you. Please apply it to the most and to the best and to the biggest like to the most of your ability. Just apply it in every way that you possibly can. Because upon everything that you got going on in your big, fat, beautiful, most successful life ever, I'm sure that you're the busiest. As much as you are busy, or even not, if you choose to not be busy, of course, manifesting that freedom, whatever you want. And despite, you know, even if you are very busy, you are still free. Y'all get the point I'm trying to make, but just always assume that even within that big, fat, beautiful, busy life, that you still have more than enough time to do all that you will. And I know that you will, because it is already done. This weekend will be the most freest weekend you've ever had. It's everything, every day is going to be wonderful. With all of the time that you got going on, there's never room for doubt or failure or fear that you won't be able to get it all done. You will, because it is already done right now. Just like that. With all the time that you got going on, believe me when I say that, it is eternal forever for you, okay? Always and forever. All right. And so with that being said, my love, thank y'all so much for watching my video today. I really, truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart all the way through. Thank y'all so much. I intend more than anything that this video today helped you out to the most of its ability, because guys, come on. Y'all know better. Y'all know better when it comes to time. Y'all know that wasting your time thinking about how much time you don't have is not going to get you any closer to manifesting more time for yourself. You're only going to feel unfulfilled this way. You actually have to understand this, and I can assure you that there are multiple people out here who don't even practice the law of assumption that can tell you the same thing. Parents out here who feel very stressed, teachers who spend a lot of hours doing what they gotta do for their students, for school, whatever. Medical professionals, scientists, mathematicians. There's a lot of people out here who are very busy, even cooks, chefs, people who are spending time doing whatever it is that they're doing, whether it be crocheting, building houses, doing this, there is, even within all that, there is so much time in this world. And please, I only ask that you claim the time that you do have, and that you stop letting yourself feel so sad and so beat up about the time that you don't have. You're fully in control of that time, okay? You are fully in control of that time. You are the person who gets to decide how much time you actually have. You are the person who gets to decide that, oh, I want all this time in the world. Okay, then I have it right now because I'm deciding on it, and that's it. There is no room for you to be sitting here telling yourself how there's no time. Yes, there is, okay? Let's focus on that. Let's focus on how much time you do have. Let's focus on how everything in this world is moving itself around to give you the desired time that you want, and that you never have to worry about a single thing less or more, because it's all working out equally in your highest favor, and that's it. Please believe in yourself to this extent, and understand that at the end of the day, you will always, always inevitably have more than enough time to get everything that you need to get done accomplished, done, and more, okay? So you're gonna get all that you need to get done, and then you're going to spend all of your time doing what you wanna do, knowing I have enough time for both, and that's it, okay? You knowing that you have enough time is the key to manifesting more time. Believe me when I say so, because I am the first example. I'm dead ass your proof right here. I'm telling you exactly what I've done, exactly what I used to believe, and exactly what I'm doing different, and how different everything is for me when it comes to my time, because I've claimed more time into my reality, and that's it, okay? So the time that you've spent watching this wonderful video, giving you all this helpful information about how to manifest more time, after you're gonna get up and you're gonna give yourself a nice little spa day, or you're gonna go to work. But then after that, you're gonna do what you wanna do, okay? You're gonna do what you wanna do. You're gonna live your best life, whether it be after the spa day, you go and hang out at the park, or you got some work to do. You're gonna do your work, and then you're gonna do some other fun shit that you can do on your own free time. And if you gotta work after, later time is leisure time. And during that leisure time, you're gonna have all the time in the world to enjoy your leisure time, and that's it, period. All right? Alrighty then, of course, period. We already knew this. No more counting the clock. Only count what you want to count, and that's it. All right? Don't be reckless either, of course. Y'all know this. Be responsible, but give yourself some time and some grace. Y'all can do this, of course. And it's already done, period. Right now, because time is infinite, and it is done right now with all the time in the world. Yes, it is. May God bless you all forever and always. Thank you all so much again for watching my video today. I will see y'all this Monday for another video. May God bless you all again. For real, thank you guys. I love y'all so much. And let's get this time in. Of course, the time is in, the time is done, the time is manifested. We got more than enough time to do all that we want to do, including going where we want to go, watching what we want to watch, having what we want to have, being what we want to be, doing what we want to do. Shit, I don't care. As long as you know, though, that you got all the time in the world to do it all, that is all that matters to me. So apply it, use it. Make sure that you're making your own time, because you're the one who's making your time. Like, it's that phrase, make time for whatever, you gotta make it. And here I'm talking more literally by manifesting it, but in general, make your own time. Make time with your mind, because the mind is exactly what's making everything in your reality. So add some time to that list so you can bless yourself with limitless time to do everything that you want to do. And that's it. All right? Remember it all the way through. And that's it. All right. Y'all got this. Always. And forever. All the way down that infinite tunnel. That's it. Bye. There's never enough time this, there's no time that. Babe, how about we got all the time in the world? How about that? How about we start claiming the fact that, oh, I want to do that? Okay, then let's do it, because I got so much time right now. We got so much time to spare. We got so much time to do everything that we want to do. We got so much time, period. Love that for us. Because of course, we got a whole lifetime to live. We're not going to sit here stressing ourselves out because we think we don't have enough time. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And with your permission to have enough time, believe me, you will have enough time. That's it. It's all about what you're claiming. It's nothing else besides that. If you claim all the time in the world, believe me when I say that all the time in the world will be yours, because it is already yours. You just have to open your eyes up to that possibility. Not even the possibility, but the manifestation of that, because it is already done. You know, it's what you're claiming. That's it. So make sure that you're claiming all the time in the world. Make sure you're giving yourself all that time for real. You don't want to be that person feeling like you're always running out of time, running around doing this, doing that. You're not a Capricorn unless you are, but even if you are, let's be healthy about it, okay? We're not going to stress ourselves out any longer. And this is coming from someone who, again, was very and is. I'm a very busy person, but you got to do what you got to do to make this life peaceful, you know? Because I'm not going to be running around stressing myself the fuck out for what? Nothing. Absolutely nothing in this world will make me act out of character for anything, okay? Even if I have fear that I don't have enough time, that fear is not bigger than me, nor is it bigger than you. So don't let it be. Be stronger than how you feel, and be stronger than your fear, your limitations, whatever, because they don't exist, period. And understand that, wait, actually, I do have enough time. Like, it's gonna be completely fine. And yes, it will be, because it is already fine. And yes, you already do have enough time. That is the most important thing in this world. So make your time, manifest it. I don't care what you do, but do it, and do it well, because it is already done for you, and that's it. Y'all got this, my love. God bless you all always. Thank y'all so much for watching today, and thank you guys for everything that y'all do. You all are the sweetest audience in the world. I'm so unbelievably grateful and blessed for you all always. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, right now. I'm just thanking God, and thank you all so much. Love y'all. Bye. And with all that time that you've manifested, make sure you're doing something wonderful with it always.